What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. In this video I want to talk about Thursday flipping investments. It is Tuesday night when I'm talking about Thursday flipping, and I want to get this video off for you guys because I don't want to make the video last minute. I want to give you guys pretty much like 24 to 48 hours before Thursday to be able to kind of pick and choose what you guys want to buy for Thursday. The market is going to do very well in my opinion. We got to talk about a couple of things. There's players that are going to be out of packs. There's going to be players that are getting Team of the Week cards, so we need to take a look at that. And we got to look around the whole market as a whole, and I'm just going to talk to you guys about like how the process of Thursday flipping always works and stuff like that. The full Team of the Year should be in packs on Thursday. So Thursday 6 p.m. is when they go out of packs. In terms of Thursday investments, I don't think you should be worried about holding till Friday if they don't go up, right away, or you can maybe squeeze out a couple thousand more coins on the Friday night. I don't really see that as an issue. So you guys don't have to really worry about Friday. There's not much that they can drop that would make the market kind of go down a lot on Friday or even Thursday. Unless they were to do a middle icon SBC, which would take the attention away from Team of the Year, which I don't think they would do. So let's get into the market, and I just want to talk to you guys about some of the stuff that I've already bought in. So a couple of things that are off stream or on stream. I bought a couple of these Ramos cards. Now he's gonna be, he may drop just a little bit in the panic due to Varane's incoming Team of the Week card. Now if that happens, that could be a look for you guys because I don't think that Varane is gonna get packed that much. I don't see many good Team of the Week cards in there, so his value is going to be super high. His inform is going to be very expensive, as his is 86 card. So his 87 inform is probably going to be around it's probably going to be about 400k, 380k without lightning rounds. And then obviously red picks. I don't really see him getting picked a lot just because he probably will be the best one, if not one of the top two. So this is a card that you might see get panicked a little bit. If this drops about 15, 20k tomorrow, this, in my opinion, is a buy. Same with the nominee. Look at the price fluctuations on those. If the nominee, I think right now is 157k. If you see him in the 130s tomorrow, that is something you can look to buy, in my opinion. We got a couple goalkeepers here. Now, goalkeepers should recover, in my opinion. I know we're getting Allison today as a Team of the Year card, but I think a lot of these cards got panic sold due to Neuer. And I just don't see these kind of cards like Ter Stegen and Allison nominee cards and stuff like that really getting lower than they currently are. And I think they're going to rebound tomorrow and Thursday and Friday and stuff like that. So you can look at Ter Stegen, even the nominee cards even cheaper. Again, I have a Handanovic here. A nominee card, Dybala, I bought at 79 with a Hunter. Again, best thing to do, guys. Look at the two chem styles that are on these two players, Shadows and Hunters. That's particularly what you want to be buying cards at, especially the ones that are gold cards I'm going to talk to you guys about, that they're going to be out of packs, and something you guys can do during lightning rounds today to be able to make some coins. We got Mahrez here. He usually is a good Thursday flipper, and then Wijnaldum here. Honestly, I think a lot of Liverpool players could do well just because of all the Team of the Years and, players wanting to use, other Team of the Years. Like, there's like 4 or 5 Liverpool players. So this could rise just a little bit. I bought him at 91 with an engine on stream earlier today. Now let's kind of get into some players that are going to be out of packs. And first one's going to be Rafael Varane. So there's a couple different scenarios I want to talk about with this card. So he's obviously like 125k at the moment, somewhere around there. He was about as low as 114 on. He was 110 on Monday in the really big panic. He went all the way back to 122, and he's not really up too much from where he was earlier today. I think he was about 120k all day. So in my opinion, I think this is a card that, because he's out of packs, remember the week that we had Team of the Year nominees, like the Agueros, the Griezmanns, like not the Griezmanns, but like the Team of the Year nominee players, like the De Bruyne, Conte, those kind of players, all did very well because of them being out of packs. When that happens, when these players are out of packs, they can't get packed at all, and there's going to be still demand for these cards because remember, we've had so many lightning rounds over the last couple of days. The market has a lot more coins than it did before the week started. You have people opening hundreds of thousands of FIFA points, and you're going to see the market do really well on Thursday, especially with you have the Rivals Awards and you have FUT Champs Awards. So I would look at Varane. In that case, I would also be looking at Conte. He was a card that a couple weeks ago, I flip Conte every single Thursday. Even when he's in packs, he still does very, very well. He's currently about 221k. If you can, maybe during lightning rounds today, because obviously the defenders are going to be out, you can go and snipe this card during lightning rounds. I like that a lot as an investment, maybe like 215 to 217. You could probably see about 235, 240 when he obviously on Thursday and Friday. Because remember, the team of the year is going to be, the full team year is going to be on Thursday to Monday. So what's going to happen is those golds are going to be out of packs. And it wouldn't make much sense for them to really be down. So this is really your last chance to get Conte, is during lightning rounds. Or if you pick a nice price. I mean, he's only, 220k. So even if you were to get 240, that's about 9k a card. Try to get maybe a little bit under this, because I do think you're going to be able to sell that at like 240-ish, maybe even 245. So I like Conte there. I like Mane, man. I flipped Mane last week. I flipped Pogba's as well. A lot of gold cards do really well on Thursdays. Again, this is a card that is now going back into packs, right? Because his team of the year was in there on Monday, and now they're out until Thursday. This is a card that you probably want to get at maybe like low 170s. Could easily go to 187 to 190 out of packs on Thursday. Remember, you still have demand for these gold cards even though they're out of packs. So what's going to happen is the only people that can sell these cards are people that are really invested, or people that are trying to replace these cards. But who are you replacing a gold Mane with? You're not going to be particularly getting a team of the year Mane, Thursday rewards, I wouldn't even leave it to then to buy these cards. I know you might think to yourself, oh, there's supply, Thursday rewards. I think that a lot of people this week are going to probably save until 6 p.m. Their 100Ks, whatever packs they got during rewards, I think they're going to save till 6 p.m. That's a smart move to do. I would recommend any of you guys doing it, because the full team of the year will be in packs. You guys can get your red picks if you want, but I would keep the packs to yourselves. And I think you see a really good market, especially after 6 p.m. I don't think you should sell before. I think you should be okay. Now let's go into some other cards on FUTBin. I always tell you guys about this popular section, man. I always talk to you guys about it. Look at some of the most commonly looked up players. Obviously, you have the team of the years from today and yesterday, but you have gold VVD, you have gold Conte, you have gold Son. If gold Son is a top 11 search player in the game, all right, maybe, okay, if you look at the hourly graph, he's 228k as of tonight, and he was as low as about 218. Now, if you get this card around 215, 220 tomorrow, I like that, because all it really takes for him to go up is about 12 to 13,000 coins, and I like that a ton as an investment. I think that should be okay. Again, there will be lightning rounds on Thursday, but once the lightning rounds are done, I mean, players are going to skyrocket. The market's going to have so many coins. If you had not gotten in on this team of the week, the previous one, that's going to do, I think, decent. Although we did get lightning rounds, like I said, a lot of really good players, and they had too big of drop-offs for them to not really do well. I see this Martial, if you can find him at the 135, I definitely see this at like 155 on Thursday. I think he's currently like 145. Try to get him around the 130s if you can. I got him at 132. And he's already 144, so that's pretty good. You could probably look maybe tomorrow, today in the morning time before 6 p.m. Remember, 6 p.m. UK is when the defenders are going to drop. Around the 4 to 6 p.m. is going to be some panic. You're going to have a combination of the team of the week, and you're going to have the team of the year coming back in 2 packs. So what I would do is I would look at any of this stuff to get panic sold. Anything that's in panic sold, any specials, like these. Like your Cruz, Trippier, St. Juste, as long as they're not being, they're not going down because of specific Team of the Week cards, I think they're really clear for investments. Now, this Gamera right here, for example, and this is the way we usually do Thursday flipping is, we go and look at a card, okay, he's 70,000 coins at the moment. You look at his graph from yesterday. You see that he was as low as 65. Now, all you have to do is get the low point on him, and you'll know because you've studied previous graphs of when the lowest point he'll be at. So tomorrow I will be looking at 64k, 65 for a card like this. He does very, very well on Thursdays. He's a French striker. He's got decent stats, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. this is a card that usually goes up about like 9 to 10,000 coins on Thursdays. And it helps you out even more because it's not like you're buying at 72 to sell at 81. You're buying at 64 to sell at 79.80. That's pretty much what you want to be looking at. When you get them at their lowest on the fluctuation, it makes it so much easier and it creates more of a profit margin for you when it comes to Thursday. You can pretty much flip anything on Thursday as long as you get them at their lowest on the Wednesday or on the Tuesday, whatever it may be. I'm telling you guys to buy pretty much as soon as possible. Any of the gold cards that are in packs, like I mentioned, Conte, VVD, De Bruyne, Varane, even a Griezmann. If this Griezmann is like 55k tomorrow, why not? Get the blue cards as well. Guys, when the golds are out of packs, the blues sell for even more. I would say try to get the blue Varane for the same price as the gold, if you can. Mane as well, right? I like this team, the group stage Mertens. So he's 290 at the moment, but what if in the morning you see him at like 267, 270? If you look at his yesterday graph, okay, he was as low as 265. You see that? That low point at 265 is a great deal because you can sell him probably for like close to 305 on Thursday. I think he's going to do very, very well. Another talking point is the nominee cards. Again, same thing. I like Royce. I like Dybala. I like Aubameyang. I like Aguero. Okay, I like Conte. I like any of the previous special cards of the team leaders also going to be rising because if people cannot afford the actual team of the year, they're going to go buy back, especially once they get coins from rewards. They're going to be buying back their previous special versions. So if Conte's team of the year is unaffordable, you may see this rise a little bit. If people don't want to pay 600, 700k for an Allison, you could see this go up a little bit. Mane, right, has obviously already gone up. But if you look at Mane right here at 383,000 coins, okay, that's a little bit high for him. That's very, very high. But if you look at his hourly graph, he was just 375. Okay, and if you look today, he was 361, 352 at a point. So you see how high he is at the moment? Wait till he gets, wait till he goes lower tomorrow or today when you're picking him up, and get him at his low point. Try to get him under 360 because that should easily go to 400. Especially because the team near Mane, I think, is going to probably go to, what's he at right now? He's like 2.9. Yeah, people are going to buy this card back, and he's got a lot of specials, which obviously doesn't really help him too much, but I still like that as an investment. I keep going back to like the Scream cards. I love Cruz at like 210. I like Payet at 52. I like St. Juste at like 135. He's up a little bit because of Neuer, because he's really the only good center back in the Bundesliga. But again, I still like it a little bit. A lot of the market should just keep going up today and tomorrow, into Thursday, obviously. You look at the Ultimate Scream 1, I like Dele Alli. I like Muller. Ibra's down to 110. That's not bad. Rodriguez is 185. I like Otamendi a ton. This is a card that's getting panic sold due to David Luiz. Now, if I go and show you David Luiz and what he's priced at, this is why I think this card's going to rebound. Now, you see this right here. He's at 479k. Not to say that people won't do the card, but you really didn't see fodders move that much today. And that's showing you that that card is not being done by many people at the moment. Obviously, it is there for, how long is this here? It is there for 20 days. So the fact that it's there for 20 days, I recommend if you're going to do the SBC, wait till upgrades come out because that's the best time to put your untradables in when you're packing. If you're doing the Prem upgrade, you're going to get Gold Sun, Gold Pogba. If you get any of those players duplicates, put them in the SBC. It doesn't really hurt because you're going to do a card that's 90 overall center back. I think that ultimately in the short term does go up because I don't think there's going to be an immediate buyback or immediate... people aren't going to want to do it right away. I think that's something they're going to grind for. I love Scream Muller. Like I said, Rodriguez always does well on Thursdays. Bernard, if you can get him at like 85-ish. Okay, I like that a ton. Any other specials, may look at some Team of the Group Stage cards. Any of these informs, Road to the Finals. I love Road to the Finals Sancho. If you can get him at like 122, 123, I like it. Juan Jesus is pretty good. Again, like I said, the goalkeepers are very good. Mahrez, again, love it. Okay, these kind of cards, the mid-tier budget is going to be the one that does the best on Thursdays. That's the one that most people can afford. So the 100, so like the 60k players to like 100, or not even 100, like 350k. those are the players that are going to go up the most, I think, in terms of return on investment. You look at this team of the week. All right, maybe you look at Ricardo Pereira. Maybe you look at, Inform Robertson is pretty high at the moment, but you look at Tellez, right? You look at that Inform. Maybe you get that card 95, 96K. And you guys have time. You have 24 hours to 48 hours before Thursday to get any of these cards. Last thing I want to talk about, and this card I'm going to kind of touch on a little bit, because if this is 83K, this is a little lower than where he was previously. If you look at where he was previously today, all right, he's been 88 at times. He's been 89. He's been 87. Okay, if I can find him at that 82, 81, I like that a ton, because then even if he goes to like 93 tomorrow, that's like a 3K up, it's still like 7 and 9K a card, and that's why I do stuff like this. And there's nothing that's gonna really make this card drop unless they bring out like a sentiment La Liga card, but which they're not gonna do. Last thing I want to talk about is this Inform Varane, man, because I think it's good to know what may happen to it. So remember Inform Ben Yedder a couple weeks ago? That's a card that I also bought for Thursday, and he's already sold at 179. This was a card that went down a ton because of the second Inform Ben Yedder, and this is kind of something you see a lot. You see the previous version of the card go low, very, very low, because people go and sell that version, like this 85 Ben Yedder. People sold this version to go and get the 86. When they found out that the 86 was 400,000 coins, what you ended up seeing is he went all the way down at like 140K, and he went right back to 165. So if you did like some big bullshit and you bought like 25 of this, you were making so many coins because of that. Because of people panic selling and then buying back. And that you'll probably see around the 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. I think once by then you'll see the recovery already on the Varane Inform. Like I said, the second Inform is going to be very, very expensive. So if you see this Inform, and I don't even know where it's at right now. I think it's like 260, 250, somewhere around there. Yeah, I think it's like 260, 270, somewhere around there. If you see that card around like the 230s tomorrow, 220s, even at like 240, you find them at that price. I mean, that's a card that on Thursdays rises a good amount. Like, I remember last week or the week before, he was like 300, and then he went to 335, 340. This past weekend, I believe he was 360. So that's a card that I would be looking out on. Again, any previous versions of cards as well, if they get panic sold, like the Ben Yedder situation, if they are that meta, they will go back up in price because of the buyback and because people see, all right, they're just, the second Inform is too expensive. I can't afford that. I'm going to go buy back the one that I know is good and, fits my team as well. In terms of icons, last bit of note here, I think icons are going to do okay on Thursday. I don't think they're going to do amazing, but I think they're going to rise because, again, when people get a lot of coins, this is the market that kind of does pretty well as well. The icons under like 500K probably are going to do a decent amount or decent job, I would say. The top tier icons may get sold off due to the Team of the Years getting put back into packs. Obviously, lightning rounds are going to be on Thursday, so that's something you got to watch out on. But I do see these icons rising Thursday and Friday, which is why I'm telling you guys, you don't have to sell Thursday on some of this stuff. Because, yes, we are going to be getting lightning rounds, but the pack weight is not going to be crazy to the point where a lot of these icons, especially the lower tiers, go down 30, 40, 50K from where you're seeing it right now. So snipe them during lightning rounds today on the Wednesday. And, if that's a deal, maybe 30, 40K under the current price, hold it for Thursday, Friday, and that should be good for you guys. I bought a middle Keen last week at 335. Not even a great deal, but still was able to sell it at 369. I also bought a Lampard at like 224 during rewards. That's something I also want to talk to you guys. During rewards is a great time to pick up icons on the basic chem style filter. You can always go to this if you're on the companion app. I know it's late at night for the Eastern, for NA, or if you're in Europe, it's a little bit earlier in the morning. But if you guys want, you put your price range in and you go and search for basic, and you just kind of search through like during rewards. When people are opening up rewards, they're always putting up icons for very, very cheap prices, and then the icons start to kind of go up again. Obviously, this week may be a little bit different because people are going to hold their packs till 6 p.m. So we'll see what really happens there. But that's something to always know with Thursday flipping is you can snipe some good icons and get like a 20, 30K undercut for most Thursday during rewards. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video today. I tried to cover pretty much everything in this game that should do okay. On Thursday, I think the market's going to do well today, and it's going to do well tomorrow, which is Thursday. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video today. Make sure to do drop a like, comment, subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.